The 1,038 names that they see displayed are actual victims in BC alone, and that each one of those shoes represents a woman that no longer walks amongst us.
Every pair's a story, a woman's life brutally taken in British Columbia. People gathered at memorials across the nation, and they're all asking the same question. Where are we now?
We need to make a lot of changes, from having more accessible services for victims leaving violence, even those that are committing the violence. They need services as well, deal with the causes or root causes, and many times they themselves are victims of violence in their upbringing.
It's been 30 years since a misogynistic massacre in Montreal stopped the nation. In 1989, an enraged gunman walked into École Polytechnique, separated the men from the women, and opened fire. 14 women were killed. The gunman shot himself dead. A dark moment in Canada's history that will never be forgotten.
I was 22 years old when the Montreal massacre happened and a student at Simon Fraser University, and it evoked fear in me. And it was that moment when I realized what feminists had been talking about, that fear is used to stop women's full participation in society and to keep us in the place that we were told we need to be in.
A National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women is held every year on December 6th, the anniversary of the mass shooting. At Vancouver's Thornton Park, the ceremony underscored how the Polytechnique massacre shed light on some very dark issues here in the Lower Mainland.
That incident drew attention to public violence, and it happened right here in this neighborhood. We had scores of women that were going missing and that were being found murdered right here in this neighborhood. So we were able to connect the dots between what was happening in Montreal to what was happening right here in Vancouver. Two different atrocities, two different very serious examples of violence against women.
If you or someone you know needs help, you can find services in your area by going to victimlinkbc.ca. In Vancouver, Ashley Burr, City News.